Hey guys, I'm Corey from ROGO, and today I want to talk a bit about the way that the sampler works in particularly sandy soil conditions like this. Now you can see the way that this looks here and the way it just falls to pieces in my hands. We're dealing with something particularly sandy at the moment. Now the main problem with this isn't so much getting the soil into the probe, it's keeping it from falling out the mouth of the probe at really two different places in this process. The first place where that can happen is as that probe initially begins its upward motion. Sometimes we're prone to losing soil particles out the lip of that probe. One thing we found that really helps with that is including more interior relief in our probes, which we make in-house. So essentially the lip of that probe is going to be tighter than the body of it. And that has a few different benefits, but one of them in sandy soils like this is that it provides a little bit of a seat for that soil core to sit on as it rises up and out of the ground. So we're not just relying on friction to get that probe, to get that core out, we're actually providing a seat for that core to sit on, and that helps mitigate that. Now, the second place, though, where we can lose particles out of the lip of that probe is actually in the scraping process. So after that probe comes up out of the ground, it comes up through this hole in the middle of the bucket, and we've got a scraper that sits in there and essentially scrapes out the probe. Now, one issue that we found was that in soils like this, occasionally when that scraper would go through all the way through the lip of the probe, we would actually find some of those soil particles would fall out of the probe, out of the lip of that probe, and out through the bottom of this bucket here. Now that created an issue. So actually a change that we made that's now standard in all of our machines is a trapdoor system. So now literally as the probe rises up and as it completes its upward motion, that trapdoor is going to swing shut and cover the bottom of this hole, so that every single soil particle, as that scraper ejects them out and into the bucket, goes out and it stays in here as opposed to falling out through this hole in the bucket. Those are a couple of the things that we do to make sure that when we're sampling in conditions like this, we get 100% of that core into the probe and get it in the bag that goes to the lab. That's one way that we achieve accuracy here in the real world.